One of 3 finalists will become Durango School District 9R's next superintendent, and the Board of Education invites district residents to meet the candidates during a Zoom forum on Monday, March 8th. You're watching the Local News Network, brought to you by Serious Texas Barbecue and Fast Signs of Durango. I'm Deborah Uroda. 3 finalists, including former Durango Assistant Superintendent Andy Burns, will meet district residents and visit district schools during the next several weeks as the school board determines who will become the next superintendent. District 9R Superintendent Dan Snowberger announced his resignation earlier this year after serving more than 8 years through some of the district's toughest financial dilemmas. The public will have an opportunity to meet the 3 finalists during a Zoom community forum scheduled for 6 p.m. on Monday, March 8th. Candidates will field questions from the school board, and the public will be offered an opportunity to send their comments to the board in real time. Board President Kristen Smith said the board began its search in December with an online community survey and focus groups.
The community overwhelmingly wanted a trusted candidate. They are looking for building trust in our community with that superintendency position. That was highly important. Also communication. They want a really great communicator to come forward to the community and let everybody know what's going on in 9R. So those were 2 things that overwhelmingly were supported by the community. We asked the community, does it matter if they have a doctorate? They really didn't care about that. That wasn't as important to them as those other qualities. So we've been looking for someone who has a proven trust record and also is a really great communicator. It's also been really important to the board. We're working on some culture and equity and inclusion work. So we're looking for a candidate that can partner with the Board of Education on that and moving that work forward. So we've got some great candidates who have experience in that area. One thing that was really important to the community too was someone who had been in the classroom, someone who had been on the ground as a teacher and had that in their background. So we looked at that too. Which candidates have been a teacher before? Which candidates like to be with kids? And as part of the superintendent finalist interview process, we're going to have the candidates walk through our schools. And we want to see, how do they interact with kids? How do they interact with staff? That's highly important to our community, that this person in this superintendent position can access all of the stakeholders and communicate with them appropriately.
The board received 28 applications and announced the finalists at its meeting on February 23rd. Finalists include Dr. Karen Chesser, who retires this year as superintendent of the Fort Thomas, Kentucky School District, Dr. Robert London, who most recently served as assistant commissioner in the Tennessee Department of Education, and the 3rd candidate, Andy Burns, former assistant superintendent with Durango, now serves as the director of human resources in Pueblo School District 60. To participate in the candidate forum on March 8th, log on to durangoschools.org. Thanks for watching this edition of the Local News Network. I'm Deborah Uroda.